Good morning, Tammy. Yes, good morning, everybody. We are going live. I don't know why Instagram is being boo-boo right now. Going live. Okay. Good morning, Tammy. Yes, good morning, everybody. We are going Let's see. Live. I don't know why Instagram is being I definitely have to turn that down. Nasty. Okay. Good morning. We're packing up some items. Hopefully everyone can see me. Okay, so we're going to pick up some items, but I got to show you this Disney crew. What do you call that? Why? It's early in the morning. I'm always like brain farting in the morning. It's a crew neck Disney sweatshirt. Look at this. It's vintage. This is in my eBay store. I'm not going to like put it on whatnot, but look how freaking cool this thing is. Look at that. Disney with Mickey Mouse in like New York City with his watch. How freaking sweet is that? With his presidential Rolex. I mean, for everyone up there on YouTube and Facebook, how sweet is that? Freaking cool. Just saying, I pulled that out because I had another cool sale. Really cool. And I'm going to show you guys. That's crazy lag. Morning, Dapper. Oh my gosh, I know, so cool. Jealous. I buy everything Disney to sell. Yeah, I know. I could not pass that up. I don't even know what it's worth. I don't even know if I have it listed. I might just keep it. I just held a book this morning for $50. Trisha, killing it, girlfriend, killing it. Good morning, Patriot girl down there. It's freezing down here, 60 degrees and cloudy. Ugh. That is gross. Ooh, I would hate to have 60 degrees and cloudy. No, I'm just kidding. It's going to be raining here today. But, yeah, cloudy day. Good day to chill before the holidays. Happy holidays, everybody. I'm sure I'll say that like 18 million times during this live. But we're just going to go over some things that we sold. Want to get them to the post office today, ASAP. And that's about it. So the first few things are, the usual. And then we get into some fun stuff. We have some things here that like I haven't sold before. So if you have any questions, as always, ask. I'll try to keep up. We're on 4 platforms. So what's up, Cindy? This is just a Under Armour quarter zip. Again, I buy these. I buy these more than polos. I don't really buy the polos too much anymore. They're $5. These are $5 as well. These always sell for right around 20. The polos don't sell for much. Thanks for all the gifts and everything, guys. Nice jacket. Get in my cart. What's up, Amanda Wall on vacation? Sarah Wall, I guess. This sold for what? Okay, so y'all know I messed up with auto posture. If you guys are new, I have auto posture, and I meant to do a 10% discount on everything that got relisted. So everything would relist at 10% less in November. So get some stuff flowing. Instead, I did 10% more. Big F up by me because I have to go back through and like redo everything whenever I see something that's expensive. Well, I didn't redo this. These I sell for $19.99. It looks like it went through twice and it sold for $25.28. So you can get $25.88 or $25.80 whatever out of these. Usually I sell these for $19.99, but there you go. $25. That's good. Thanks, Buried Treasure. Up and at 'em this morning. Good morning, Cindy. Good morning. What dimensions do you type when purchasing a label for eBay Polymailer? When I do a Polymailer, I do like 12 by 10 by 2 or like 10 by 10 by 2, something like that. What's up, Barry, giving me roses? You're so sweet. This is going to go out. Obviously, it's less than a pound. So, yeah. So, these are like 13 by 10 or whatever. But like something like this, it doesn't really matter with polymailers. It's more about the weight. Unless you do have something that's really big, but more about the weight. So this one's actually more like 10 by 6 by 1 or 2, but not a big deal either way. Making sure it's going to the right buyer, it's going to Brian. So quick sale right there. Deer blind, happy hunting. All right. Thank you. No hunting or no treasure hunting here. Today we're working today. It's a work day at home. let's see. I found 5 Robert Graham XL shirts all together yesterday. They all have the crazy patterns. The prices are all over the place. What would you list each for plus shipping? Hey, what's up, Mike? It would have to depend on the actual. I'm gonna scoot this over. It have to depend on the actual the print, right? Some of them are limited edition, so those go for more. But crazy prints, I don't know. If they're not crazy, I sell them in the high 20s. If they're really cool prints, maybe like low 40s plus shipping. Some really, really cool ones can go for even more. So the Under Armour is gone already. Yeah, I don't know if I list those quick. I can list those quick and sell them quick. I don't think I have any more of those left. Here's an example of you can sell short sleeves and shorts over the winter. Of course, so I leave everything listed. But again, as you know, I'm seasonal. I just about priorities for me. So my priorities in life right now are listing winter items. If all I had to list were these, this is what I list. But this polo shirt sold for $21.25. That's an auto posture sale. And the reason it sold for so much, it's nothing special other than it has a PGA Tour logo. So this is a golf club, but the course is called Crooked Stick. So I always tell people, if you go just to Google, type in PGA golf course images or picture or logos, PGA golf course logos, and then click on images, and you'll get like a list of 50 PGA golf course images. That's one of them. That will help you see if that golf course is worth. If you have a PGA golf course on there, it's usually worth more money, and you want to put that in the title. Let's see. I want to make sure I'm saying everyone on Instagram, what's up this morning? He expects you guys to read backwards. Oh shoot, dang it. Sorry. Thank you, Buried Mirror. I mean, you read your 24-hour. I've seen your watch before, and you do your military time. That's just confusing. Come on. All right, so that was $21.25. Bought it for $5. Out the door. Buyer pays shipping, of course. Always buyer pays shipping for me. You guys know that. Next item. These sold for $149.99. And they have to be authenticated. So, unfortunately, I cannot send them in this. So, I'm kind of new to this authentication process. I guess we all are because it's a newer thing. But these shoes are on clouds, and these are like a more rare on cloud. For some reason, like the colorway or the striped stuff is more rare. I don't know. I was looking up comps, and I'm like, wow, pleasantly surprised. So I paid $14 for these, and they sold for, what did I say, $149.99? $149.99. So I can't ship these in a box that I have here. So I'm going to ship these actually in a large poly mailer. And they'll be just fine. They'll go to the authentication center, and then they'll ship in a separate box. So that's how these will work. I just have to find a poly mailer that it will fit in, like this one. How often do you go thrifting? Right now, I'm actually on a pretty good schedule. So right now, I'm going 2 days a week. I'm listing a ton. But once I start getting through a lot of these listings, I might go a little bit more. But right now, I go all day, 2 days a week. All day, 2 days a week, I'll go thrifting. And that gives me plenty of inventory. Good morning, Trisha. Megan, what is up? Everybody, happy, told you I'd say it again, happy holidays. Oh, shoot. These are actually going out FedEx. So the reason I can't ship these out USPS is because they're going FedEx. And I ship all my stuff through PayPal. That's linked to my credit card, so I get points. And if you do FedEx, you have to do it all through your eBay funds. So I did not print the label for this yet. So that's going to the side. And so the next item, this one's cool. Sold for $65. This is one of those learning things. Dang it, missed your comment. You're muted? Hold on a minute. Nice jacket. What did you say, Desty? What did you say? What did you say? Is that color block sold out fast last year when released? It's the color block. Oh, So those shoes are a color block. They sold out fast. I don't know. I thought On Clouds were just mass produced in like 5 different colors. I didn't know that. I didn't know like they actually had colorways of On Clouds now. So news to me. I'm learning something every day. Does Authentication ship them for you? Yeah. So they ship it for free to the Authentication Center through FedEx. So I'll have to drop that off at FedEx instead of the Postal Service office. But that's fine. They're right next to each other. Good morning, Mongoose. What are the best days to go thrifting? For me, I like Tuesday through Thursday. I think that's most people I talk to Tuesday through Thursday, because at least where I am, I know, you guys know, I talk to the managers and everything, and they have to produce a certain amount of items per week, and they like to get it done quickly. So they try to push as much out during the week. And the weekends they'll still push stuff out, but they're more of like pick up, crowd control, check people out type of stuff. During the week when it's slow, that's when they put their stuff out. So that's when I like to go. Ethan is at home. I think he went home for the holidays. And you see Kayla. What's up, Kayla? In the chat. She has the kids at home, I think. So we are not doing a live today. Jason is hunting. I hope the deer run away, Jason. Loud noises. They can feel the what do you call the radio waves off your phone. I hope they go away. I hope you don't get anything. Killing deer is not good. Actually, it is good, my friend says. Well, nice. All right. Sorry, I want to keep up. Great Lakes secondhand. Good morning, Great Lakes. Are you in Michigan? What do you think about Filson hats? I think you should pick up any Filson hat you see that's priced right. Filson hats are great. Anything CC Filson is great. Bags, hats, pants, shirts, everything. Happy holidays. Last day before winter break with my middle schoolers. Wish me luck. Good luck. Queen of Court. Same thing here. As being a teacher, I used to look like this was the best day. Teacher work day. I get to go home 2 weeks. Woo, woo, woo. Don't get me wrong. I love my kids. I love my family. But it's going to throw me off having them home for 2 weeks. So this is the first time where I'm like, it's not as cool to actually not be a teacher and work from home and have a real career. That's a real career. I guess it's not a real job, but like a career like this. But anyways, what's up, Doug? Jay Lister, Amy D, what's up? I was charged $14.95 to ship to Authentication. Must be my store levels. I don't know. It said free shipping for me. Let me show you. So when it says how much I paid or whatever, oh, it does say eBay shipping $14.95. Amount paid to eBay for shipping, handle, secure delivery. I guess it is 14. I guess it is 14. But it's free. It's a free FedEx label. That's why I guess I knew it's a free FedEx label, and then they ship it from there. So that must be the grand total. But the person on my end, the person pays for shipping. So I'm not worried about that. But yeah, it's free to ship to FedEx, I guess. It's their whole program. I don't know. Like I said, I'm new to it. What's up, Snapdabble? Yep, there go the deer. Sorry, Jason. Do they not allow boxes, or is it you don't have a non-priority box? Yeah, I don't have a non-priority box on hand for those shoes. I have a smaller one and a really big one, and I don't have one. And these shoes will be just fine in this poly mailer like this. They'll be just fine in that. What's up, everybody? What is up? Yes, great guess. Oh, Michigan, Great Lakes. Jason's in Michigan, pew-pewing your deer right now, just for the record. And his name is Buried Treasures on TikTok. I'm heading to the gym. Amy, I am envious of you. I need to do that. Okay, back to shipping. $65. I took a best offer. These sold in a day. I took a best offer because I'm in the mood of taking offers. But these are Polo Ralph Lauren wool herringbone, totally like old people looking style. But is it back in? I don't know. But it has the pleated fronts right here. So it's got the pleats, not the flat fronts. And it's got these side buckles. So they're called side adjusters. They're called waist adjusters, side adjusters. But those are definitely like good. So my picture that I posted, my thumbnail, I always say thumbnail, you know what I'm talking about, was this. So it showed the the actual pattern, it showed the side, and it showed it was polo. So it showed all the goodies. And it sold for $65. Add $5 into those. My favorite brand to sell. You already know. Morning, everyone. TJF, what's up, rockstar girl or rocker chick? Why do I always say rockstar girl? Rocker chick. Bearded Thrifter, what's up? Oh, it's a big day for Bearded. Big day for Bearded. That's all I got to say about that. So is authentication a choice, or do you have to do it? When a shoe sells over a certain amount, that you have to do it. It's to protect the buyer. So there's a lot of fakes. It's mostly like Jordans and stuff like that. Like there's not on cloud fakes, but if it sells over a certain amount, they do that. What are they made of? These are wool. These are wool. And these are going padded flat rate. So padded flat rate on these. So these are free from the postal service. Boom, boom, boom. Sorry if I'm missing your comments on. So the way Instagram works, it shows and it stays in the chat everyone that joins. So instead of like on TikTok, it's like someone joined at the bottom, it just rotates until someone comments. So like Lindsay, what's up, Lindsay? Are you going thrifting today? My local Lindsay. Yeah, so it's tough to keep up with the Insta. There, that's going out. We've done 3 of 19. Let's go. We are just on a roll this morning. I got my first Ralph Lauren polo cap. Hopefully will sell. First Ralph Lauren polo cap, like a hat, it will sell. If it has a pony, those things sell really well. They're 99 cents for me. I think I sell them for around 20 bucks. Mine always says free shipping to authenticate. Yes, mine does too. I guess it says it on the, I know mine does too. I don't know, but when I did go in there and look, it said 14 something, $14.95. But again, buyer pays shipping, so I don't really care what it is. Deer meat is super healthy. Yes, venison, right? My roommate from college lived up there and did all that, and he would always bring venison steak and venison jerky. I'd eat it. Did your eBay sales slow down just a bit this week as we get closer to Christmas? My eBay sales have been pretty good. I guess maybe just a little bit this week, but not really. I mean, this is yesterday and today, 19 items. It's been pretty good. It's been pretty good. Is it over 150 to authenticate? I've sold stuff for like 100. They authenticate it, so I'm really not sure. 19 sales, getting stuff done. Love it. Maybe it double post my comment to Facebook and TikTok, so search read them. Okay, let me see. I think it ships to eBay for free, but you pay to the buyer. Yeah, I don't know. That's the $14.95 question. No, I'm a nurse today. What school's going on? Noblesville's in school today with the kids? No, I'm not going with you. All right, next item. If you guys have been watching me live, there are 2 retail arbitrage items that have been selling like crazy for me. This is one of them. They like weren't selling at all, and then all of a sudden they just been selling like 2, 3 a week. So here's a shirt, silver tab. I love denim with metal buttons. So denim with metal buttons are perfect. I love them, whether they're new or previously enjoyed. But this sold for $32.99. I paid less than $20 for these. I think it was $16.99. And this is going out priority. Let's see. 5 a day for me, typical 8 to 10. 5 a day for me, typical 8 to 10. Yeah, that's. I mean, especially people are like for example, last night, like got home from work. We went to a Christmas thing outside and walked around. Didn't get home till 9. Like people are doing stuff, right? They're busy. I mean, we all want to say like, oh, it's slow because of this, or January's good because of gift cards, or this or that. We really don't know, but I know my life this time of year is super busy. Yes, my sales are not good. Slow this week. Great Lakes said they're slow for this week. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just keep listing. I guess it helps when you sell bigger items. Like when I sell more expensive items, I don't feel like my sales are as slow. Like I sold some more of those double RL pants. Let's see, next item. All right, another Polo Ralph Lauren of that big lot buy. I've been selling these like crazy. So, but I want to keep up with the chat too. I just sold a pair of Nike ACG Gore-Tex shoes for $140 and no authentication. Tampa toy. I have no idea what I have. You can probably go online and figure out like what the authenticate. I don't know. I just list the shoes and they tell me to send them to FedEx. I'll send them FedEx. If they tell me to send them USPS, I send them USPS. I don't care. This is like the 5th time I've ever sent any in, and I'm pretty good with shoes. Like I don't really buy a ton of Jordans, but everything I buy has been authenticated, so no big deal. My sales have been average, Diane. Yeah, your sales have been average. Yeah, about average. It sounds about average for most. Sales come batches for me, slow, then bam, 10 sales in an hour. I know, so weird. It's like one day I have nothing, and then boom, 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 boom. It's crazy. I swear there's like an algorithm in eBay where if you accept an offer or get a couple sales, it's like it like pushes your store and like secretly sells everything for you. I don't know. Good morning. Thanks for sharing. You're welcome, Mary. Yesterday was cool. Hold on. Let me answer this. Do you ship through your PayPal account for points? Yes. So I think I saw Kayway talk about it yesterday. They don't, everyone does their own thing. So first of all, I'm going to say this. This is me. I pay off my credit card every single month. That's the most important thing. I like to use my credit card for my business. So for shipping labels, there's $200 today for shipping that goes towards points for vacations or money back. Everything I buy at the thrift store, points. Everything I buy online, points. Everything are points. If you pay it off, you're good. They don't like me. Those credit card companies don't like me because I do what they don't want me to do. What they want you to do is make minimum payments and get that 20+% interest that they have right now. But if you pay it off every month, I get a free vacation every year because of it. So, but you do you, I'm not trying to get anybody in debt or anything. So that's what I do. So it's through PayPal. My credit card's connected through my PayPal. That's what I do. It's just something I've done for a while. Let's see. Worst week of the year for you, Clyde? Well, guess what? We're going to start a new year in just a week. So we'll end it. Well, it's okay to end it like this. I'm sure you've had a good year, and then we'll go into the new year with really good sales. Do you mind sharing what card? Chase is 2x shipping. Thinking of that one. My card they don't make anymore, actually, because I'm through PNC, and they're like, oh, that's a good card. We don't have that anymore, so just hold on to that one. But I think Chase has some good ones. What I would do, honestly, I actually did it the other day just out of curiosity. Go to YouTube, look up the most recent best credit card to use for cashback or points, and look at the most recent one with like the most views, which means the person's probably legit, and it'll like say what's the best. But again, don't come at me later on with credit card stuff. That's how I do it. I mean, it's a business. Why not put it all in business? Also, it helps me keep track of everything. Helps me keep track of all my sale or all my purchases on everything. So if I ever need to go back and look, I can look at my statements. And I put all my lunches on there. So when I get my energy drink and my protein shake every single day, put on that card, I know exactly how much my lunches are, which are a write-off because I'm doing it during work while I'm driving around. So that's smart. Yeah. So that's what I do. But again, if you have trouble paying off credit cards, don't do it, because right now interest rates are as high as they've ever been for a long time. They're over 20%. That means if you have $1,000 credit card bill and you can't pay it this month, you're going to get $200 added onto that bill. So it's very dangerous right now. But Polo Ralph Lauren, I've been selling a ton of these out of that lot. New without tags is how I listed them, because they didn't have tags, but they do have the sticker on them. They just didn't have the tags. They cut them off at the thrift store. I've been listing them at $29.99, and they've just been selling every single day. So, and I bought them all for $7.99 minus, what I say, 20% is what I got on the whole deal. 20%. I told the thrift store, I went back in there. I'm like, listen, if you guys ever get deals like that again, just call me. Instead of spending 3 hours tagging everything, just call me and I'll come buy it all from you. It's a mom pop. So, what do you think about fried denim? Fried denim. Trying to think of what that looks like. I forget about fried denim. I haven't sold fried denim. I don't think it's good, but I'm not for sure. I don't pick it up. So maybe I've looked it up and it's not good. I don't know. I'm not for sure. Chad over there might be able to tell you. My sale's slow this week. Let's see. Sorry if I'm missing some stuff. Okay, I have some good morning. Thanks for sharing. Well, I just want to say that I love when you do this. I actually pull these up in the morning on my hour drive to get those done. Thank you very much for posting this. Hey, Rachel, you're welcome. And I say it all the time. This is exactly what I did when I first started. I just soaked up information. I put my phone on the side of my seat, Bluetoothed it, and just listened to information all the time. Now, back then, there wasn't live. So you're going to hear a lot of stuff you really don't care about. It was just all information, which I bought a whole bunch of stuff I could do at Thrift Haul, like filmed Thrift Haul and post it on YouTube. But this was the coolest thing I sold recently, in my opinion. It is a vintage, made in the USA, Phantom of the Opera sweatshirt. And it's from 1986 or something like that. It says 80 something. But Phantom of the Opera sweatshirt, so cool. Phantom of the Opera I've seen two or three times, and not the movie, actual Broadway production. And I love Phantom of the Opera. It's my second favorite behind Les Miserables. So Phantom of the Opera, this sold for $29.99, which is a shame. I've had it listed for a while too. Shame. This thing should sell for $150,000. Such a cool sweatshirt. But it's only worth what someone will pay, right? It is what it is. $29.99. Phantom of the Opera. I don't want to keep it because I'm never going to wear it. But kind of sad seeing it go. Smart meal. Meals are a write-off. Yeah, check with your CPA. But when I talked to my CPA, we went down all the... I've done this for a long time. So we've always gone down all the things that can be write-offs and to keep track of. So I would talk to a CPA and whatever they suggest, because they're the ones that are going to end up turning it into the IRS. So you want to do what they suggest. Fried denim is a slow mover, not a great sell-through. There you go. So the authentic guaranteed only applies to certain brands, 75 and higher. Okay, Dylan. So I think you found out only applies to certain brands, $75 and higher on shoes. Do you go to garage sales? I love garage sales. I'm in Indiana, so they're non-existent this time of year. But once the spring hits and stuff, I'll hit them if I see them on the way to thrift stores. So if I'm driving by a neighborhood, it says garage sale, I'm going in. Or neighborhood sale, I'm going in. I love garage sales. I love estate sales. My heart is antiques and collectibles. I just had to pivot to clothing. So what are your top 3 selling items? I'm going to have to tell you, oh man, it's too hard. Polo Ralph Lauren's my favorite. Go to my eBay store and look at my sold listings, and you'll see like a whole bunch of different stuff, because I get questions like that often. It's so hard to answer those because it's always different. Felix, what are you doing? Felix, you crack me up. You see how I smile every time you come in my chat? You need more live thrifts. I know. That's why I'm going on a schedule. Tuesdays and Thursdays right now for a while. Obviously, during break, it might be a little weird. Tuesdays and Thursdays. I found this I went to the bins the other day to pull stuff like what I want to list now, and I found this Lions full zip NFL jacket. I'm like, oh my gosh, the Lions are really good right now. I might as well pick this up and throw it online right now. And it sold within like a day. I listed it for $29.99, sold in a day because the Lions are good right now. And I'm lucky I found that in the bins. So not in the bins, in my storage locker where I have all my bins for my winter stuff. And so I've been going over there and picking priority, like the heavy jackets, stuff like this, whatever. And so this sold for $29.99 plus buyer pay shipping. This cost $5.99 for me to purchase this. This cost $5.99 for me to purchase. Makes 0 sense. I love your unique finds. Very cool sweatshirt. I do too. It's that eye for unique and antique. It's that eye. It's a special eye that I have. I like it. Is your credit card issued through eBay? No, not issued through eBay. So I'm not one of those like I have friends like I got my Southwest card and I get my points. That's cool. Like, do you? I like cash back or travel like you can use towards any travel because we like vacationing. But again, I think it's who's the guy? Make sure that's going to the right person. What what the heck's his name, who's completely against like credit cards and all that stuff. And I know why he says it, but again, it has the asterisk by it. If you can pay it off every month, to me, they're worth it. If not, they're not. Dave Ramsey. Yeah, Dave Ramsey's the guy. But you have to take everyone with a piece of salt or a grain of salt. Like, he says a lot of stuff that's good, and a lot of stuff I'm like, I don't agree with that. Like, I don't agree with that just because you have a lot of followers and everything else. Like, I know economics, I know all those things, and I some things I don't agree with. Go to NerdWallet to search credit cards. All right. It sounds crazy, but I swear I listen to reselling videos and a sale soon follows. Patrick, let's go. Patrick got a sale while listening to this. This wasn't a mistake by me. Okay, those are two favorite Broadway plays. My two favorite. Me too. My favorites. Morning on early. What's up, Johnson? Yes, we're on early. We are packing stuff early. Then I'm going to watch other people probably or listen to content and take pictures. So this is a Tommy Bahama item that I normally don't pick up, but it was new with tags until I pull it out of the bag. So I had to list it new without tags, and I listed a picture of it. Look. Oh, man, because it's one of those tags that like can pull off. The reason I got it is because it's a 4XLT. So sad, so sad. So I had to sell it for $23.99. Would have probably sold it for like $40. This lost me money, but I still made money on the item. So whatever you want to, it's a sad deal. It's a sad deal. What do you like to listen to? What's up, Tropical? What do you like to listen to? I'm trying to find good YouTubers to learn more. Meg, I honestly don't listen to a lot of content like this because I know quite a bit of clothing. I'm not like being arrogant or cocky. I just know quite a bit. I listen to a lot of economic things, like what's going on in the world, what's going on with stock markets, what's going on with companies, all that sort of stuff, because I want to be diversified. But I do listen to live TikToks and live YouTubes of people packing things. That's what I do listen to. But in the beginning, I listened to people that aren't even on anymore on YouTube. Back in like 2016 or 17, I would listen to people that just with their sales, what's selling, hauls, all that sort of stuff. Morning, on here early. Yes. Kids out of school. My son is, but he's with his cousins. And my daughter gets to go to school because my wife's a teacher, so she still gets to go to their kindergarten, like their school kindergarten or preschool thing. I had my first request for a refund. She instantly that I listed the color wrong on a sweater. She purchased. She wants her money back and for the item and shipping. I told her on no refunding, shipping cost. What would you do? All right, Heidi. So that's a tough question, which I've had or plenty of times. I've had that happen to me plenty of times. I'm going to ship this out while we're talking. So there's your roll, and I'm putting this in a poly mailer. Not a poly mailer, a Tyvek envelope. So what I end up doing is biting the bullet. So if the color looks off in my pictures, even if I put the color is blue in my specifics, I put blue, my title blue, and then they get it. They're like, the color looks off, and they put a return not as described. I just take the return and I send them a refund. You can fight it, whatever. But for me, I always say negative feedback is not worth it. That negative feedback sticks with you for a year, and you're talking like a $7, $8 cost to you. And with my negative feedback, after a month or two, I'm like, God, I would pay $50 to get a negative feedback removed. So I would recommend just taking it. It's all right. Or you can fight it. It's up to you. But I always just take it on the chin and let it go. Shoot, I forgot to put these in with it. I need to bring that back. Who do you like to listen to? Oh, yeah, my bad. Always accept returns unless it's crazy. Yeah. Got to accept those returns unless it's crazy. But yeah, whenever it's a color like that, I end up taking it. What's up, Angie? eBay is built for buyers. Just do the return. Yeah, eBay is built for buyers. eBay will side with the buyers more than the sellers because they need us, but they need buyers, right? So they're going to side with the buyers. They don't want the buyers to have a bad experience. And you are representing eBay as a seller. So that's what I would recommend doing. Good morning, Otto. I want to start paying myself. To pay off debt. It's a great way to do it. So do you just send dollar amount to keep in the account to buy with anything over you just pay off debt? So sorry for the loud noise. What I do, and I've talked about it before, which is fine. I'll say it again. We have separate bank accounts. So I have my eBay account or my personal account, my wife's personal account, and then our joint account. We both put money in our joint account, and that pays all of our bills. She keeps whatever extra money. I keep all whatever extra money, and I roll this into my eBay or whatever I want to buy myself and to pay my credit card, my business credit card. So that's how I do it. So it's like my business account, and that's how I do it. If I have vacations, I'll pay it out of here. If I have, if I'm trying to pay off a debt or something, I'll use it out of here. But reselling is a great way. I mean, I never thought it'd be a full-time job for me. I thought it was just always going to be a side hustle. It just turned out to be a full-time job. So I never went into it thinking that. Do you only sell on eBay? I sell on eBay, and then I do women's clothing on Whatnot. So you can follow me on Whatnot. I get really good women's clothing, and I started at $1 sudden death for 15 seconds. Basically, the point is I don't want to pass up good women's clothing, and I don't want to list it on eBay. So I thought I'd do Whatnot with it. Great advice. Appreciate it. Let me see. I want to keep up with the chat. Trouble sourcing. What do you do if you have trouble sourcing items? Doug, it just depends where you live. I just watched your video on the RLX jeans. I'm driving myself crazy trying to find them. No luck yet. Patrick, you're going to drive yourself crazy. I'm going to make you jealous. Look, I still have all these left. Just kidding. Not just kidding. But RLX is super hard to find. Like, I might find one RLX item a year, and I'm thrifting almost every day, or I was thrifting almost every day. So RLX is very hard to find, very rare item. Same thing with CC Filsa. I don't find it very often. Do I have trouble sourcing items? I don't, Doug. Because I live in Indy metro area. We just have so many thrift stores around here and estate sales and everything. If you live in a metro area, I think you shouldn't have trouble. If you live away, you can drive. So you just have to drive to a metro area and do like an all-day thrift. Oregon or Whatnot and get people, get some steals on Whatnot. I have something here that I bought on Whatnot and resold. Are lives worth doing? I'm new to selling eBay this year. I bought a few storage units and listing what I find. Some slow sales. Would like to get more info on clothing. Mary, you're welcome to join in. All these are saved on Facebook. You're on Facebook. You're welcome to watch it. Doesn't cost you any money. If you want to get into clothing, that's what we go through. So we can talk about the next item I sold. I don't buy these usually, but this was a 2XB. And I feel like someone gave this to me. I don't remember if I was given this or if I bought this for $5. But it's a 2XB. Off the top of my head, I'm pretty sure I bought it. I don't normally, again, buy these Polo Ralph Lauren knit cotton sweaters because they're usually a little dingy. But this one's in good condition. It was a 2XB and it's red. Happy holiday. It sold for $24.99. So that goes to show you, even a 2XB doesn't sell for a ton plus buyer pays shipping. Let's see. Surfs Whatnot shows are great. And the Duchess is a good star. Thank you, the Husky Mama. The Duchess is a good co-host. Okay. But no, I love it. The teacher in me loves her creativity. I love the little games. I'm going to be doing more of those like bingo games. Those are so fun to me. This is going out ground. So I'm going to be shipping this in a poly mailer. So it was cheaper to send this out ground. Let's see. Want to make sure. Why not list women's clothing on eBay? So So a goal for me this year, I had a few different goals. And this year was to learn women's clothing better. So I wanted to be able to go to a new rack that they roll out and be able to know every brand on that rack, men's or women's. Because I only used to go up to it, look at half the rack or the third of the rack, which was men's, and then move on. I want to be able to look through the whole rack, be able to find women's clothing. So I started educating myself on women's clothing. I still am. And then I started listing it, and I'm like, I really don't enjoy listing women's clothing. It's tough for me. Blouses versus tops versus tunic tops versus all the different names of dresses. I don't know that stuff. So I'm like, you know what? That's why I decided I'm just going to buy them. And I feel like I waited for Whatnot for the right time, I feel like, and that's what I did. It's working out. I think people have fun. I think people get it cheaper. Like I saw out there flipping, she was wearing what I sold her. So she bought it for herself. So that's just kind of why I don't sell on eBay. I just didn't enjoy listing women's clothing. But I want to be able to know what women's clothing does well. And if Whatnot doesn't work out, I will pivot from there, get women's clothing, and then probably just do like whole lot orders to people or something like that. Let's see. Morning. Do you use promoted listings? If so, how often? If not, is there a better way to listing visible? So, Gabby, I do auto posture. So I preach it all the time. I love having auto posture. There's a link in my link tree. You should check it out. But it sends out offers to anyone interested in my item. So if I go in, someone goes in and looks at my item, they'll get an automatic offer for whatever I decide. Right now it's 7%. I've had it at 10. I've had it at 5. And they'll get an automatic offer like within a day or a few minutes or whatever right away on that item. So I use auto posture. I only do promoted listings on my Polo Ralph Laurens that are the quick flips, the search up methods. All right. Let's see. I just started cross listing on Posh and Mercari. Any advice? Austin, I actually don't cross list. A possible goal for me, it wasn't going to be a goal for me this new year, was to start doing Poshmark. But lately I've heard Poshmark's been going downhill. So Auto Posture is going to put me on a beta program to do cross listing. And so if that goes well, I will maybe start Poshmark as well. But I like to be like, not a master, but really get a good grip of, I don't want to do too much at once. I want to do eBay. I'm just now starting Whatnot. I want to, do well on both of those. And then maybe I'll go out into Poshmark. But I don't have really any advice on that because I don't cross list. How do you feel about Poshmark and Mercari? There's your question right there. What's your amount of items you think you have listed? So right now I'm listing 15 a day on average. More than 15. I've been starting to list 15 a day, and I've been keeping a draft bank. And I've been kind of against draft banks because, not against draft bank, against draft banks because I'm thinking I have 30 items in my draft bank. What if someone's out there looking for one of those items I don't have listed today and I don't have it up there listed? Why not just throw them all on there, especially since I have Auto Posture, which delist and relist, which keeps my eBay store active every single day. That's the point of it, of listing every day. But the reason I'm going to start doing draft banks is to keep myself accountable. 15 items a day, every single day. So that's why I'm going to do a draft bank, to keep myself accountable. That's my reason and purpose for doing it. So just so you guys know, just listing the women's on Poshmark, it's much easier. You don't pick as many specific. Yes, I've heard Poshmark is better for women's clothing as well. So we'll just see how it goes. Let's see. At what percentage do you promote? I promote at 4% on eBay for my items. So what are some ideas to expand your business in 2024? I just started Whatnot. I'm going to list 15 items a day. I want to get more knowledgeable in other areas, not just reselling clothing. As you guys know, I've been posting pictures and ideas and things on Instagram and Facebook about like the market, for example. It's been very, very greedy lately, and which tells you be fearful when everyone's greedy. And I don't ever want to talk about market stuff on here because this is reselling for clothing and stuff like that. But yeah, expand other ways. Still my second best platform though. Yes, Poshmark is still, I think, everyone's second best platform who sell on both. Is there a reason? Sorry for Mr. Comment. Is there a reason why most items are not USPS priority and UPS ground? Is there a reason why most items to ship are not USPS priority and USPS ground Likely buyers select the more affordable, even though ground takes much longer. Possibly located base. I'm in Naples, Florida. Dawn, what's up? Patriot Girls in Naples, Florida too. You guys are on different platforms right now. Seems most items are USPS ground and not USPS envelope and boxes. So I don't have buyer chooses. I have it set. And a lot of my stuff is priority flat rate. If I can fit it in a priority flat rate, people, I think again, I don't know, but I feel like we live in an Amazon world where people want stuff quick and it's cheap. It can be cheaper. Like from Florida to California, a padded flat rate envelope is much cheaper than going a different way. Shoot, I don't have any more padded flat rates. I'm gonna have to go get some. Next question. What's the best way to get ahead in your draft bank? Man, today I'm going to be working on it. Don't get distracted. So it's so easy to get distracted, like watching me right now. That's a distraction. But don't get distracted. If I just sit down at a table with nothing and don't get on any app and everything, I can just pump up from my phone. I can pump up listings. I can put up drafts really quickly if I just don't have distractions. I was really good at that in school too, in college. I'd go to the library. I was that guy. I had to go to the library. I couldn't be around anybody or anything. And that's the only way I could study. Spend one day listing. Yeah. Let's see. Still my second best platform. Hit. Let's do a listing challenge. I need to get my bank going. Actually, Meg, Blue Collar started a challenge today. He said, today I want everyone to do 30 drafts. 30 drafts today. If you can do 30 drafts today, then over the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, you will list those items. You can send those items off or make those items live and be with your family. Not worry about eBay. And that's kind of important if it's a full-time job, having that balance. Let's see. That's what I need to do better at. Listing fast and efficient. You know me. I'm all about fast and efficient. You see me list stuff. You see me take pictures. Fast and efficient. Like I said in that video, like I'm lazy, but I don't cut corners. Like there's a lot of things that I've seen people do out there that are really nice. The other day, someone mentioned putting a suit coat on a mannequin, which I've done before, a tie and everything, and listing it that way. That takes so much time. Yes, it looks good, but if you have a good item and decent pictures and priced right, that item's going to sell. I have a Brooks Brothers blazer in here that I sold, I think in a day or two, just because I listed it right. But it's such distractions, so I have to stop to watch. Just do something else, cleaning, organized. Yeah. Brad for sure is fast and efficient. Thanks, Felix. Yes, fast and efficient. That's how I feel like. What's up, Tropical, over on Insta? Do you use promoted listing? Okay. Often, or is there a better way? Yeah. Sorry, I already read that. Okay, finally Friday. Let's get to the next one. Double RL jeans. Another pair of double RL jeans. These sold again. These were a bulk buy from someone in town, and sold these for $167.39. These were an auto posture sale because I listed these at $179.99. So they took the 7% offer. So I paid $35 for each pair of these. They've all been selling. This is the highest one I've sold so far. It's like an unworn. They're all in unworn condition, but because of the style of these, I listed them for more. For example, you see that stitching in the back. They all don't have that. So that's a plus. So 35 into 170. I think I bought 17 of these or 16 of these. I have quite a bit left. So 167.39. And these are going out at a flat rate, so I need to go grab some. Let's want to make sure I see everybody. Do you ever go to the bins in Greenwood? I don't go to the bins in Greenwood. I'll go on Washington Street if I go to the bins. So do you have an eBay phone and a personal phone? No. So I just have my personal phone, which is almost also my eBay phone. I do all my listings from that. So that gets written off. Let's see. Is jeans a good brand? Cult of Individual. I don't know that brand. I don't know that brand, Garcia. I don't know. I've never heard of that brand. Is that a women's brand? It must be a women's brand because I've never seen it. Hello, what's up, Michael? What's up, Tokyo? Tokyo goes to the bins. I saw that. This is one of 8 boxes I have. Be prepared. And he goes, boom, boom. So, yeah, I stack up on priority stuff. So I'm never going to be out. Early on, I made a mistake of, it was during the holidays, I think, and I had something going out padded flat rate. I didn't have it. I got tons of like sales that were going padded flat rate, and the post office took like 4 weeks to get it sent to me. So I always keep a ton of these extra. This is going to California, so this is probably way cheaper than going ground for this guy, or priority, regular priority. It's going to Joshua, and he's going to get a thank you. He's going to get a thank you because that was a good purchase. Let's see. All right. Hello. His Metro in the area has so much nice stuff. It's just amazing. It is. It's hit or miss though. My big thrifting days, I'll hit like 10 to 14 thrift stores. There are many that I go in and walk out with nothing. Some hit really well. It's funny because sometimes I'll go live and it's like, wow, you guys are good luck. Like yesterday was really good luck. We found Valentino and all sorts of good stuff. Do you pick up all men's Polo Ralph Lauren jeans? No. Patriot Girl, I don't pick up any men's Polo Ralph Lauren jeans, actually, unless they're double RL. My jeans are $7.99. I've just found that they don't resell really well. Like the Hampton model and the Slim Straight model, they just haven't sold really well for me. Let me see. All right. Up over there. All right, let's go. Next. All right. I sourced these off Whatnot. These are Levi's 501s, new with tags, and check out that. Look at that pattern. What? So these are the 150th anniversary of Levi's 501s. And I just thought that, anything that screams cool piece sells well. So these sold for $32.99. I underpriced the competition a little bit, and they sold in a week. So I'm fine selling these, underpricing the competition a little bit. $32.99, and they're going in padded flat rate. So that's that. Okay, good, because I passed on a pair yesterday for $6.99. Yeah, I mean, give them a try too, Patriot Girl. If you see that they're like a 36 by 36 and in really good condition, there's a good chance they'll sell for over $20. But I just pass them up. Like I said, you might be that things come and go. I haven't tried selling them for a while. So maybe take a chance on those for $6.99. They might be worth it. I'm not sure. Let's see. Do you pick up Levi's? I come across a lot of them for $1. Is that what you said? So Levi's that I pick up are vintage Levi's. So like, here's a pair of 560s. I pick up 560s. They'll say 560 right there. 560s, and then also orange tab. I'll pick up orange tabs right here. Levi's. So any vintage made in the USA Levi's, again, I pay $7.99. And then if I find any new tags at the thrift store, I don't care what the model is. Here's a pair of relaxed fit 550s, which is one of the worst models. 550s and 505s are some of the worst because those are sold at like Kohl's or cheaper places. Look, they're $40 new. I'll pick those up for $7.99. But I pass up almost all Levi's I see. So probably like 90% because I'm going to say 9 out of 10, probably even more than that. 95% of Levi's I pass up. I have a bad habit of just buying all the goods and have a bedroom full I need to get listed. Kelly, you're like me. You're like me. But as long as it's good stuff, you're good. That's called a little bit of job security. That means you have, in case something happens, like what happened in 2020, that wasn't a good thing, right? And I think that saves some people having that inventory. So if you've been watching me, again, this is like the 4th or 5th one of these is sold this week. Polo Ralph Lauren retail arbitrage. I paid 27, I think 27 for these, and then they marked them down to 22. So right in the 20s average. This one I sold for 47. All the others I sold for full price at $59.99, and I sold this one for 47. I was fine with that offer. Like I said, I'm in the taking the offer mood. Don't pass on those red lines. Heck no. What's up, Casey? We'll go eat some cookies. Casey baked me and my wife, but me, cookies and send them to me in apple butter, and I'm so grateful for that. And we got home really late last night, and I had some. So delicious. The chocolate chip were on point. What's up, Teej? So this is going out padded flat rate as well. Again, so we've done 2 retail arbitrage items here, and a whatnot, and then thrift store. So 2 retail arbitrage with that Levi's with the metal snap, and then this Polo Ralph Lauren jacket, or kind of like canvasy shirt. Making sure it's going to the right buyer. Again, $47 ticket best offer. It is going to the right buyer. This is a good brand I'm about to tell you. You probably haven't heard of it, but it was a kind of a mistake by me. Kind of not, but we'll see. What's your max paying for Joe's jeans and 7 for All Mankind pre-owned? I don't pick up Joe's jeans anymore. They just don't sell for me as well. If I could buy them for like $2 or $3, I'd probably pick them up. 7 for Mankind, they have to be a long length. Like 7 for Mankind, I like better than Joe's by far. Like the Austin model, the Slimmy model. As long as they're long and in good condition with no heel drag, I'll pay $7 for those. Who is the other Naples, Florida person? We were sure need to connect. It's Patriot Girl. She's over on Facebook right now. So you guys are on Restream, which has a couple different platforms, so I can talk to everybody at once. She's on Facebook, so you can join over there. And I started a little community over there. Again, I'll shout it out. It's not a Patreon. We don't make money off of it. It's just a place for like resellers to come and post stuff, and everyone will post like a question like, hey, I found this. What are your thoughts? Is this good? And everyone will answer. Or they'll be like, look at this bolo. I sold it for $50. It's called the Surfs community on, it's on if you look at my Facebook, it's in my Facebook, but it's really cool. It's a cool little place we've made. So I think it's like up to a couple thousand people. Do you stay within certain price range for each category brand? Yeah, I do. So I pay $5 for shirts and pants, and I pay $7.99. So if you go through my videos and see what I'm selling and stuff, you'll see what I'm buying. I'm paying $5 and $7.99, $5.99. Those are my prices. What's your max paying? Okay, got that one. All right. Let's see. What do some thrifters poly wrap their inventory right away? You don't. Yep, just personal preference, and then you can see what you have before it goes out. Kim, really good question, especially for new eyes in here. The way I do my categorizing is really different than a lot of people, but there are people that do it like me. If you know Tekken Sports, he's like the OG GOAT of reselling. He doesn't put his in poly bags either. So you can do whatever works for me. This works for me. So what I do, the process looks like for me, I even have a video on it, but I have 80 totes. They're all categorized by like item. For example, I just showed you, these are all Levi's that are vintage Levi's. These right here are all new with tag Levi's. So It's the same with everything. I have Under Armour polos that are solid, Under Armour polos that are striped, the whole gamut, 80 bins. So when I take pictures, I bring down my stack of what I took pictures of, and I put them in the bins that are like items. So when something sells, pair of corduroy pants, the pink ones sell, I go in and grab the pink one. That's how I do it. The reason why I do that, this is why I do it. Because then I don't have to put a number and a letter on something and then put that in my listing. And that saves me time, and efficiency is key for me. So if I can save time by doing that and then putting it in my listing, that saves me a lot of time. Just like measurements, I don't put measurements in my listings. I put measurements in my pictures. Saves me time. This has worked for me. Super efficient. And people have tested me like, go find this. I can find it. Like that. Like I'm just talking about Levi's. I'm sitting here grabbing Levi's, and I can, it's just super quick for me. That's why I do that. But do whatever works for you. Do you ever go to Ross or TJ Maxx? Yes. So, good morning from LA. What's up, LA? That Polo Ralph Lauren was from Ross, and that Silver Tab was from Ross. Both of those are from Ross, both of them. This brand right here, Alex Mill, is a bolo. I don't know if you've ever heard of this brand. I didn't until I actually found these. And these are the only, sorry guys, on TikTok. Alex Mill is a bolo brand. But the sucky part about these, I didn't realize, again, you have to look at this stuff. These are super hem, super short. So they measured out at, I have to look at my item, 24-inch inseam. 24-inch inseam. So, for example, most guys were like a 30 to 34, 24-inch inseam. Very, very short. This was not good. If this was not 24-inch inseam, these would have sold for probably 50 or 60 bucks. Instead, they sold for 25. It took a best offer 25. I wasn't even going to sure if these were going to sell. I have another pair, and they offered me 25 bucks. Gone. You got it. You can have them. So Alex Mill. Let's see. Just won my Trusted Seller badge on eBay. Thanks for all your info and posts. Good. Yes, that's going to help you. That's going to help you. I mean, if you get on, you see someone has like 3 sales and they don't have trusted stuff, you probably would rather buy from someone like you with the trusted selling. So good. You're welcome. How do you categorize shirts since they are so many brands, etc.? I can show you. Let's see. I didn't know about your Facebook reselling group. I just joined. What a great idea. Thanks, sir. Yeah, you're welcome, Patriot. Yeah. Actually, I got the idea from Bearded because he does like garage sales and hard goods, and he made a little group. Actually, it's a big group with stuff. And I'm like, that's smart. Why not do that? And you guys know I don't like taking money like from people and doing a Patreon and all that sort of stuff, a Discord. So I thought we'll just do that. So we made a group. It's private, but it's just to keep, trolls out. And yeah, so everyone's in there and it's gotten bigger and people just go back and forth. So if something sells that's a shirt, I have 2 bins in there that are full of long sleeve button up Polo Ralph Lauren's, right? Right here, I have bins that are gingham check. I have bins that are plaid. So here's a bin. These are plaid shirts. So when a plaid shirt sells, see how different all of these look? So when that plaid shirt sells, I click on my picture on eBay. I know exactly which plaid shirt it is because they're all so unique, right? My gingham check shirts are the exact same. My Polo Ralph Lauren shirts are the exact same. So that's how I do my shirts. Flannels are the exact same. Everything's like that. So, oh, what's up? Blue Collar's in the house. We were just talking about you, Blue, about your challenge for the week. So he posted a video challenge for the week. Any baggy silver tab? Yes. So actually just listed a pair of baggy silver tab. Where are they? Just have, yeah. So silver tab. Do you see how I can get stuff really quickly? Hence, this is why I do the system. And it's all right here. So silver tab right here is a really good brand to be on the lookout for. These aren't baggy. These are boot silver tab. But guess where these are going? I just took pictures of these. They're going to my vintage Levi's bin. Done. That's why I do that system. So you can see it live. Does outside of the bin say vintage Levi's? Nope. I just know where they are. So I don't plan on hiring anybody, but if I were to hire somebody to do shipping, I definitely have to go to a different process unless they wanted to keep the same system I have. But for me, this system works really, really well. And actually, I think Reisner does the same system. Tech and Sports does the same system. A lot of people do the A to Z system, which is really good. You like the organization, the presentation. It looks good too. So there's no right or wrong. Are you looking for more online or in-person resale arbitrage after Christmas? Do you start the day after Christmas or later? So Cindy, I am going to go the day after Christmas for retail arbitrage, see what's up. But the retail stores know people have gift cards. So I don't think the sales are going to be really, really good. I think the sales are best at the end of seasons. So at the end of winter, going into spring, you're going to find all those winter items on clearance because they want to clear the racks and put the spring stuff. Vice versa in the summer to fall, winter. What's the name of the group? Source Reselling Group. Pretty sure it's Source Reselling Group. If someone on Facebook want to put that in the chat. When you post, do you price above or a little lower at the comps of the item? So Patrick, my cost of goods are pretty cheap. So like $5, $5.25 is my average cost of goods. I like to price. My model is pricing my stuff a little bit cheaper than everyone else, selling it quicker. That's my model in my business. I like to undercut a little bit. I like to get things moving in and out. And when I talk a little bit, if someone has things posted at $40, they've been selling at $40, I price them at $37.99. So, gotcha. What was the name of the Facebook group? Found a couple yesterday. It's Source Reselling Community. Pretty sure that's it. All right, let's get back. Blue Collar beat you in. Look at Blue Collar. Blue Collar's coming here strong. He's got a big base. If you don't follow Blue Collar, you better. Whoop, whoop. Blue Collar, I was just talking. You're just now coming in. I was just talking about your challenge for the weekend. I think it was 30 drafts. So during the break, you can enjoy your family. So we're just packing our last few items. Right here is a Burberry blazer. This blazer is not super desirable. I sold it for $69.99. It's got 3 buttons. 3-button blazers are not in right now. But it does have, the reason I picked this up is because it has the newer label. So it has the newer label on it. I don't really like picking up the older Burberrys. They're stiff. They just don't sell really well for me. But the newer ones sell well. So I priced this at $69.99. And these are more of a long tail item. Suits can sit for a while and blazers. So I listed it a little bit under. I pay $7.99 for these. So at $69.99 listing in a day, I'm totally fine with that. And this is going out padded flat rate as well. It's like he's zoned out. What did I do? Am I zoned out? He says he can't get up early to watch me. Then he comes on at 8 a.m. Blue, I was in yesterday. I was in yours twice this week, which was a record for me. It's a record for me. Do you and Kway compete with who has the better backwards hat? No one likes to comb their hair. No, I just like wearing a backwards hat. Honestly, thank you, Chris at Peak. Honestly, I'm gonna tell you straight up, guys. My wife likes me to wear a hat backwards. She thinks I look cuter with a hat backwards, even though I'm 37. So thanks for the gifts too, Chris at Peak. So that's partially why I wear it, and I look younger. So that's why I wear a hat backwards for the most part. I'm not balding or anything. That's why I do it. So if wifey thinks I look better, you know I'm gonna wear it because you know what that means. Just saying. All right. Again, Burberry blazer, roll it up. I like to roll up my blazers and put them in these. Thanks for the gifts, guys. I like to roll them up and put them in these because then when people take them out, they're not folded and there's no creases. When you roll them up, they roll out and there are no creases. So that's why I do that. I'm pretty sure the military, and when we go on like vacations, I roll up my suits and stuff. We go on a cruise and there's fancy dinners. That just works best, I think. So rolling those and packing them work well for me. But again, do you whatever works for you. This sold again, $69.99, going out the door. Guys, I have like 15 blazers that I need to take pictures of. I think I'm going to hit it today. It's not going to be fun. Sideways hat for life. Chris, this is how I wore my hat in college. Legit. Like, people knew me for it. I wore it like that. So thanks, Blue Collar, for the gifts. I undid this. I thought I was cool wearing my hat like that. So I'm going to wear it like that for today. And also, I hope Chris at Peak goes live today so I can watch and listen to him while I work and take pictures and list. So here's a Lucky brand. This actually came from the same guy who had all the double RL jeans and the shirts and everything. He just had good taste. Lucky brand it's a good brand, but it's a denim shirt with pearl snaps. So it was just a great shirt. This is called Sawtooth when it has the two buttons right here, that Sawtooth. And it's just a good piece. Even though it's Lucky, when I find a denim pearl snap shirt for $5, this came from this guy. He actually threw this in. But if I were to find this for $5 in the thrift store, no doubt in my mind would I buy it. Gap, I don't care what it is. If it's a pearl snap denim shirt for $5, more than likely I will buy it. Denim sells really well. I was thinking you were 20. I know. Maybe it's because I don't do any the only bad thing I do is drink Monster or drink caffeine. Search reselling group. No live on 95. Oh, probably with family. Gotcha. No live from Chris this morning. Yeah, I bet there won't be many lives. People are vacationing. All right. So this sold for $32.88. That was an auto posture sale. Because I don't list anything at that. So I'm actually going to put a thank you sticker on that one too. And making sure that's going to the right buyer. It's going to Susan. So Susan is going to get this. Unfortunately, none of this stuff will be delivered unless they live in Indianapolis by the holidays. But they probably knew that going in because it told them estimated delivery time. What was the name of the Facebook group? Found a couple yesterday. There you go, Olivia. Let's see. I love this. I'm learning a lot. And I just joined your group. Thanks for all the great info. Great, Connie. I appreciate you being here. We're all family. Yesterday I ran into two people when thrifting, and they were like, oh my God, we're all the same. Like, no one's different. When I worked in the schools, like my mom always taught me, she was a principal. She always taught me the custodians are just as important as the principals. And people don't think that. Like, everyone needs everybody. So, for example, when I went live yesterday, there were a couple brands I had no idea what they were, but there were people in live that did, and they're going to make me money because I didn't know they were worth money. So we're all learning from each other. We're just a community. They're just people like Chris and Kway and myself and other people that put their face on live, and then they'll talk about it, and we just all talk together. So you're welcome. I watched Rinsney on Whatnot, like you talked about. Wow, his energy for hours. Cindy, yes. If you want to watch a Whatnot, it might be going on right now. He starts at 8 a.m. Watch Renzy, RNZY on Whatnot. You talk about energy and talk like people want to see, look at different Whatnots. Look at people who have a lot of people in their Whatnot. Maybe like, I would say probably 50 or 60 or more people in their Whatnot. And then if you're planning what, kind of look at how they do. Look at their personalities. Look at their flow. Look at how they're pulling items. Look at their attitudes. Look at their interactions with chats. Like, that's kind of what you're looking for. He's got like 400 people in his Whatnots every day, all morning. Bradley, so adorable. Whatever. Patriot girl, go back to your Patriots. What percentage revenue do you roll back into the business? A lot. So I roll a lot back in my business. And I think when you're first starting out, and again, I'm only a year and a half into being full time. I've had a full-time income with this job for a long time, but I haven't been full-time at this job. So I roll a lot back into the business. I don't know percentage-wise off the top of my head, but I would say I pay all my bills, And then I have a good amount to put back into the business, but I have a good amount of powder, as I call it, cash, in case I have a bulk buy that's coming down the line. Good morning. Surfs with the beard would be crazy. Well, guess what? There's no way I could grow a beard. My facial hair comes in real WT, and I can't do that. Always long sleeve. What long sleeve? Always long sleeve. What's the long sleeve? Rise. Yeah, he doesn't stop. I don't know when he sleeps. I know that dude's got energy. I thought I had energy. That dude has energy. Okay, Carhartt. I haven't been picking up a lot of Carhartt jeans as often, but these are flannel lined. So flannel lined Carhartt, really flannel lined anything. Like Eddie Bauer, I pay $7.99. Eddie Bauer sells for around $22 plus shipping. But LL Bean, Carhartt, Duluth, any flannel lined jean is just an automatic seller come fall and winter. It's just an automatic. So if you can pick these up for a decent price. So for example, I sold these for $32.88. So have an idea in your mind of how much you would pay for those. Always keep an eye out for NHS tags on skateboard brands, on skateboard tees. All right. And another thing, people are always like, why don't you look at vintage clothes? And I love vintage clothing. I love vintage tees. That stuff just super hard to find because there's so many thrift. I think that most people in a thrift store are looking for those vintage clothing items, to be honest. You have found Talentless hoodie by Scott Disick. That is a great seller for me. I haven't found a Talentless hoodie. I know he sells them because it pops up on my Instagram often, but I haven't found one. They look comfortable. I should probably just buy one for myself. I talk to his live every morning just for his energy. Yeah, pop in his live. His energy is crazy. It's good. If you go over there, tell him, say, Search Up said hi. Let's see. I try to channel Bearded's thrifter energy. It's the bearded threader, Andrew. It's the bearded threader. These are actually going to go out in a Tyvek. They're going out priority. So since they're going out priority, I can send them in this Tyvek, which is free to me. Vintage hats are the best and store easy. Yeah, I love vintage hats. And that is something people pass out. I'm looking at my hats right now. People pass up hats. I'll see in the thrift store, people pass up hats often. Even vintage guys. So I like any of those NFL teams that have the really cool color splotches on them from the 90s. Those things sell really well. The bigger the team, like Miami, I sold them for $75. It cost me $1. Patterns, how you know you're a stock guy? What are you talking about, Andrew? Would you consider full-time income? Oh yeah. I make more doing this than I did as a teacher. Yeah, by far. Not by far, but yeah. Definitely this is a full-time income. So that's full-time income what I do. More than I did as a teacher. Vintage hats are the best. Store easy. LOB flannel line jeans all the time. Never buy them. Oh my gosh, Josh. LOB flannel line jeans sell really well. You got to get on that train. This is going to Gary V. No, it's going to Gary D. Can you scan and show us your storage area with totes, etc.? Yeah. So there are some right there, and then some over there. And then I have a whole room. It goes back. I have like a back corner back here. And I reorganize it. So right now, all my shorts and polos are up high and in places that I can't reach. Like right here are all my pants. Right here are all my flannels. So these are kind of what's selling right now. Let's see. Was it hard in the beginning to get all the stuff you need to clear bins and shipping materials? No, it wasn't hard. It's just a slow process. Like everything, patience pays. You can't watch people that do it full time and be like, I got to be there quick. It's not going to. Patience pays, you know. Start off with 5 items. You go to 10. You try to build your store to 50 to 100. Try to sell an item a day, 2 a day. You know, just build it slowly. It depends on what the time you have and how well you can pick out good items and how often you can source and the places you can source from. It just told me White Fox sweatshirts are over $100. White Fox sweatshirts. I've never heard of that brand. All right. Got it. Got it for $5, sold for $70 next day. The hoodie is really good quality. I wore it once. Yeah, I need to look into that. The Scott Disick hoodies, talentless, right? Talentless. Next item, AG. I talk about AG, Adriana Goldschmied. There are 4 types I pick up. I've mentioned them many times. This is one of them called the Everett. So this is called the Everett. Up top, Everett. These aren't even jeans. These are chinos. These were $4.99. They sold for $22.88, and they're a size 38-32, which is a good size. I like the Tellus. I like the Graduate. I like the Ives. And there's one more. I have to think about it. Tellus, Ives, Graduate. Tellus, Ives, Graduate. Tellus, Ives, Graduate. All I have are the Tellus and Graduate. I forget the last one. Anyways, went out padded flat rate. Nope. Going out, it's actually not. It's going out ground. So going out ground and a poly mailer. I'm going to put it in this eBay one. Good morning, Blended. White Foxes are really hot right now. Valerie, all right. You guys convinced me. I need to look up White Fox. Love your show. I'm amazed how much you sell. I must be doing something wrong. No, you're not. No, you're not. Just look at the brands I'm selling, get a good price, and price them right. So I just think if you have good pictures, price your item right, you will get sales. So good pictures and price your items right, competitively, you will get sales. Promise. I work 4 hours a day. I make a full-time income doing this part-time. Exactly. I made just as much doing this as I did as a teacher. So, or more. That's why I always had in the back of my head, if I wanted to quit teaching, which I love teaching, but it just took a big turn after the pandemic. So I left teaching after that. How many items do you think you list daily? 15 right now a day. That's my goal. I remember Joel Greenback calling it dry powder, uninvested cash, ready to go. Yeah. So dry powder is uninvested cash. So it's cash ready to go on hand. So if we were to have a big crash in the market, I'll have all that powder to invest and wait for it to go back up, because there's never been a time in history for our economy and our market to not go back up. So you want to buy down when everyone's scared. That's when you want to buy. It's funny, when a store has a clearance sale, everyone wants to go and buy that stuff on clearance. But when the market is crashing, everyone's scared and they don't want to buy. Interesting, right? I picked up and sold AG quickly because of you. Thanks. You're welcome, Cindy. Remind me of the 4th. Remind me of the 4th I pick up. I forget. No, I don't get Protege. Protege and Hero are the 2 I don't pick up. Protege and Hero are don't pick up. Everett, Ives, Graduate, and Tellus. Everett, Ives, Graduate, and Tellus. Telles, I think it's spelled. So here you go. These are some Under Armour match play pants. You guys know the shorts and pants I sell year round, mostly the pants this time of year. These are probably my favorite one of my favorite sellers. So if you were asking earlier, one of my favorite sellers, I love picking up these Under Armour pants or shorts with a stretchy waistband. They're called match play. And I sell them for $23.99. Nope, $22.31. So it was an auto posture sale. I list them for $23.99. All right, I need to get over here to the chat. Let's see. Oh my gosh, I'm way behind. Crying. No crying, Connie. Was it hard in the beginning to get stuff? Got that one. Oopsie, not crying. I'm sorry. Happy I found this family of nice people. Learn from you. Thanks again. Sorry, there you go. My bad. Found a pair of flannel line Key jeans for $7 and left them. Should I pick them up? Key, I don't know comps, but Key is a little bit lower, unless it has the pinstripes, like the hickory stripes in their overalls or something. I usually don't pick up Key. I would have probably left those behind too. You didn't do anything bad there. I would have probably left those behind. Do you pick up any brand flannel that is lined with padded or certain brands? Yeah, so I like Duluth it's more of a, yeah, like LL Bean has flannel shirts that are lined. See if I have any left. I do. My organization system, here you go. I can pull it and show you guys. That's why I have it, so I can teach you guys. So here's a flannel by LL Bean that is lined with fleece. So this is a flannel lined, a lined flannel. Most of the time you find jackets that are flannel lined. So LL Bean flannel lined, stuff like that. So that's going back up with the flannels. Very easy for me to find that. Let's see. What's up, Tams? Tampa Toy said, use your money to buy the best items instead of a bunch of okay items. Yes. So when I first started, when I was a teacher, and for a long time, I would get the best items I could. And then this year, and as it went on, I started getting the lower items that sell for $20 quickly, like the Polo Ralph Lauren. Those are my fillers. Those are my bread and butters. Those that sell every day. Since I have more time to list and take pictures, that's what I do. So that's that. Let me get back up here real quick before I answer. Would you pick up any brand flannel? Oh, there you go. Also found a pair of LL Bean regular jeans, $6. Didn't know if you were good at getting those. No, so I did sell a pair of LL Bean jeans. It's the first time I picked them up. The only reason I picked them up is because they were like a 42 by 36 unworn, and they sold for like $22. Picked up 2 of those. I don't pick up LL Bean regular jeans. Again, my price is $7.99. So if your buy cost is $2, it might be worth it. I picked up and sold some AGs quickly because of you. Good. Yeah. If you buy an item retail arbitrage and it has the tag that shows the actual price you paid, do you include that? No way. I ripped that thing off. I bought a pair of Doc Martens from Nordstrom's Rack. They just sold. I paid $89. It sold for $160. Let's go. That's awesome. No, I take the tag off. So I'll take the tag off. If it's a retail arbitrage, I only leave the expensive tag on there, the MSRP tag. Peter Millar, Pamela, yes. It depends on Peter Millar. So it has to be like something like this. Again, my system, a Peter Millar that's like out there. So this is a Peter Millar that's a quarter zip. It has a really cool print on it. These sell well. A polo that is just plain or striped, they don't sell near as well. So this was a retail arbitrage item, new with tags, and I took the tag off and just left the $135 MSRP on there. It's a size small. May I please know what you are doing? Felix, I can never tell you. I will never tell you unless you come down and visit. You know where I live. Does it say match play on those golf pants? It doesn't say match play. That's just the style of them. Sir, so you have sold Oakley golf pants? Yeah, I love selling Oakley golf pants. They sell well for me. Usually around $20. I like picking Oakley golf pants up. Good morning, Surfs. Got the Manning jersey. Let's go. Good. Heather, when I find that white one, or when I find a white one, it's coming your way for free, by the way. Found a pair of $10 Tommy Bahama new with tags. Left it behind. Did I mess up? $10 Tommy Bahama new with tag pants I would pick up. I'd pick them up. If they were used, I wouldn't pick them up. So let me get to the... yeah, so there's Peter Millar. Found jeans yesterday for the first time. There you go, Amy D. What were they? What model were they? I don't pick up any women's anymore. Like the Stella and I think Amy or something. I don't pick up AG jeans. I used to pick them up and they sold. They stopped selling, so I stopped picking them up. AG. Surfs have... I have a Turban autograph. Oh, I'm not... Andrew, I will not read that one. I am not going to read that. Oh, shoot. They are women's. Yeah. It's okay, though. Try to list them. They might sell for you. You'll still see some that are listed and sold at decent prices. They just aren't as quick for me as men's. Where do you list items? Also, do you use any tools to help you with cross-posting? So there's Vendu and List Perfectly that I know people do. Look out for Auto Posture to have a cross-lister. before long. I don't cross list. I just sell on eBay. Sabrina AG. There you go. Tam's done okay with a Sabrina AG women. So again, 7 for All Mankind women's jeans don't do well, but the women's dojo jeans that are flare at the bottom are excellent. They bring really good money. So thoughts on mall brands, Bob? I pass up. There's very few mall brands and little pieces and itty bitty parts of mall brands. J. Crew is probably the best mall brand that I pick up sometimes, but most of the time I pass up on mall brands. Almost all of them. Bonobos golf pants are great. Bonobos regular pants have gone downhill for me. I need extra monster this one. You might need an extra monster. You're doing great with so many questions, Sydney. Listen, when you're a teacher, it's literally like whack-a-mole. It's like, sit down. Yes. Teaching this. Look at this. Teaching this. Yes. Whack-a-mole. That's how teachers. So by the end of the day, you're like, ugh. So telling you, go volunteer in a classroom sometime. You'll appreciate what teachers do more, if you don't already. All right, guys. I appreciate you guys. On that note, I will go get a monster, and I'm going to go take pictures and list. So have a really happy holiday. I'm probably not going to be live. Again, found an Olympics Nike puffer jacket, taking longer to sell than what I like. Price it down, Tam, or just wait for that right offer. Maybe look on Google and see if you can find one like it on Poshmark. Sometimes I'll have to look on Google for an item, and I'll see it on a different platform, or Mercari or Poshmark. See how much they're actually selling for. 100% teacher vibes. That's why we're good at handling a lot of questions at once. Yes, it's hard for us to stop. I know. Patriot Girl, appreciate you. And good. I'm glad you're in Naples, and I like Naples, but I don't like the Patriots still. So you guys, Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays, whatever you celebrate. Appreciate everybody. I'll see you next time. I'll be on.